What's going on?
Hey, Cam. I think you were the first quarterback to commit to UCF in the portal last December. I know you started a bunch of games at Marshall, FAU. So what was it about UCF that made you want to come here?
I think just what they're building here with KZ, Coach Coop, and Coach Frost. You know, obviously Frost, what he's done with quarterbacks in the past, what he's done at Oregon, what he's done at Nebraska, and with KZ. So seeing what he's done with the quarterback play, you know, obviously brought interest to me, along with Scoop having a very explosive offense over there at Boise State. And then KZ being in this offense and knowing the ins and outs of this offense. So, you know, he knows what it takes and he's been at that level. So, you know, all of that brought interest to me and I just feel like it was a great fit for me.
How does this offense fit your skill set?
I feel like the way that not only attacking defenses through the air, but also adding the quarterback run play into that, you know, adding another hat into the box where, you know, they have to account for me as a runner. But not only dependent on that, but also, you know, just being explosive downfield and, you know, creating explosive plays. You know, that's what I feel like plays into my skill set.
Coach KZ talked on like you guys being snipers out there. How do you feel like the QB room skill set? What are some of the high attributes that you guys have?
Well, I feel like top to bottom, all of us can snipe for sure, including KZ. You know, he gets in there sometimes, and you know, you can still see that he has that zip on that ball. But I just feel like everybody in the room, you know, we all can distribute the ball well. And you know, as we say in the room, like we're point guards out there, and we're just trying to distribute it to our guys and our playmakers to allow them to make plays. So I feel like top to bottom, all of us can sling it, all of us can extend, and all of us can make plays. So you know, I feel like that's kind of our greatest attributes is just we're point guards out there and really can just distribute it to our guys.
We got to hear about how KZ's been on the game film for you guys to watch. What's that like to see him out there when your coach is playing?
Anytime you can have a coach that can relate to being out there and actually seeing it through your lens and being on the field and, you know, just knowing what the ups and downs are like and just as a whole just really understands and can relate to us. You know, that's a big bonus for us because, you know, like I said, he knows this offense in and out. And he knows what it takes to be at the highest in this offense because he's done it before. So, you know, having that's always a plus and, you know, love working with KZ.
When you watch that film with KZ in it, what's something you would take from that you would inject to your own game?
Can you say that one more time?
When you were watching the film with KZ on it, what's something you see on there that you would inject into your own game?
I think just how efficient he is with his eyes and feet. Frost harps on him a lot too. I think just how fast he can process information as it's being presented to him was the biggest thing that I've seen and the most impressive thing I've seen with KZ. So, you know, just how with this position, you know, that's really what it is how fast you can process information and, you know, with that information, what do you do with that? And I feel like watching him on film, you can see that a lot, how fast he can get off his first read, his second read, third read. You know, when things collapse, he can get out of it, make something happen. So, you know, seeing all of that is just, you know, you just try to take bits and pieces of it and try to add it to your game. So with that comes with reps and time, but you know, we're building to try to get that.
What are some of the messages that he's communicated with you guys as a group that's really resonated, do you think, with all the quarterbacks?
I would kind of say what I just said right there. You know, the biggest thing we've been harping on right now is being efficient with our eyes and feet and matching up our eyes and feet with the plays that we have called and, you know, making sure our timing's on point and that we're not late, we're not making careless decisions, and we're always making calculated risk when we're taking deep shots and not just throwing it up for grabs, you know. So I think that's been the biggest message.
Elijah was with you at FAU, but how have you tried to develop your chemistry with the other pass catchers?
I think with that just comes time and reps. You know, spending time with them after, you know, when the cameras aren't out here. You know, before spring ball, getting those reps to try and make spring as crisp as it can. But you know, with that comes time and reps, like I just said. So, you know, just getting as many reps as we can to feel out all the receivers and feel how each one is different, getting out in and out of their breaks, and you know, over time, you know, that'll build and only get better.
How do you feel like it's coming along right now?
I feel like it's coming along. It's practice 8 right now, so you know, still was trying to feel guys out in the first couple of practices, but I feel like now that we're in practice 8, you know, you're starting to see the execution rise, and you know, guys honing into the details and really just focusing on their job, plan and play out. And when you have 11 guys doing that, that's how you create successful plays.
How wide open does this quarterback competition feel?
I mean, all of us are really just competing, taking it one day at a time, and you know, like I said, the whole room, top to bottom, you know, we all can spin it, we all can create, we all can make plays. Now it's just about being consistent day in and day out and trying to take a step every day.
Cam, you've been a starting quarterback for the last few years, so just kind of tell us about yourself. What kind of quarterback are you? What do you think you do well out there?
I feel like I'm really a field general out there. I feel like not only do you have to respect the pass and the deep shots and the intermediate and the quick game, but you also have to respect me as an escape artist and getting out of the pocket and be able to do some things, and not only escaping just to run, but escaping to create explosive plays for the guys downfield. So I feel like that's what I bring to the table. I'm not just a pocket passer, but I mean, at the same time, my job playing and play out is how can I make this play successful. So whatever I can do, playing and play out, that's what I'm gonna do. If it's to take the check down, I'm gonna take the check down. If it's to take my first read, I'm gonna take it. But if I need to extend and make plays, I feel like I have that capability to do.
That sounds a little bit like KZ, like when he was here. Do you ever, when you're watching his film, do you say, "Oh, that kind of reminds me of stuff that I like to do"?
I don't want to put it on that type of pedestal yet, but you know, I feel like I have the confidence and the capability of being able to make some plays when things break down.
A couple more.
Is kind of what's your outlook to, you know, obviously your goal is to earn this starting job. That's kind of why you came to UCF, right?
I would just say, like I said, every day, just trying to stack days and get better every single day. You know, not trying to get 100 or 150% better, just trying to get 1% better every day, and you know, keep stacking days and just living in the moment, living in the present. You know, life's so short and so precious that I can only live in the moment and you know, just take it a day at a time.
How is your relationship developing with Coach Cooper, with Coach Frost?
I think it's only growing. You know, like I said, with time, you know, relationships will build. But you know, I think about practice 8, and we're starting to, all the quarterbacks are starting to build good relationships with those guys.
Thanks, Cam.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Cam. Thank you.